Hey man, the music gotta go up somewhere, man. So shout out to Young Demon, man. Net talking and also Grammy popping off right now in these streets, and that's how we're starting off the podcast. This is the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. I already said my guest name, but I'm gonna say it one more time. Young Demon, what's popping, man?
What's the deal? What's the deal, man? Pleasure to be here with you today.
Yo, the youngest one, like running around in these streets making this music, man. You got a deep ass voice too.
Yeah, I'm only 16. And what's crazy is I think my deep voice comes from my dad's side because I'm mixed, and a lot of people don't know that. So my dad is black and my mom is Mexican.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm kind of like in the middle. You get me?
So then, being in like a mixed household, what was that like for you? Like, were you eating like gumbo and then also like tacos at the same time? Like what's the food like, bro?
Well, the food, it was mainly like I was always eating my mom's side because I like Mexican food more, but like me eating like my dad's food and stuff, I wasn't really into like eating
Really?
like gumbo. Like I would eat fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, like stuff like that,
Yeah.
but like gumbo or like stuff like that, I wasn't into. I was always eating Mexican food because I grew up on my mom more. You get me?
Yeah.
So it was kind of like two separate homes. So we kind of split up after a while. So I stick to being with my mom mostly. And so me running the streets at a young age made me want to change that because it was just her by herself, a single woman doing all the hard work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So me putting a lot of pressure in her, it made me want to change like, yo, you need a hobby. Like I always knew I had something in hobby, you know? It was either going to be basketball or me being a rapper, you know? I kind of already knew that I was going to have something planned out.
Yeah, but basketball player too. What position you play?
Oh, well, being that I'm so tall, I used to be the guard, like the one that was guarding the box,
How
like
tall
the
are
Blake
you?
Griffin. Me, you could say like a good 6'1",
6'1".
6'2".
Okay. See, I had aspirations of playing basketball too, but then my cap was at 5'10", but then I only grew to be 5'7".
Oh. Yeah, man. Like me, I was always playing basketball at a young age, so me always stretching, getting right, my fit. I feel like that's why I'm so tall at a young
Yeah.
age, because I started at a young age.
What was your mom playing music for you in the house?
It was mainly my dad always playing like the hip hop, and then my big bros and then my cousins, they were always influenced around the music, so that kind of influenced me to start making music. And then actually I had a buddy who had his own studio at his own house, so then I took advantage of that, and then I started going almost every single day to record some tracks.
How old were you when you started first recording?
Like seriously or just messing around?
Messing around both, bro.
Like me, like I was starting to mess around with the music like around 14, 15, but
So 2 years
15,
ago.
yeah, 15 is the year that I actually took it serious. Like, I want to be a rapper. Like, I want to run off with it.
What made you want to take it serious?
What made me want to take rapping serious in general? Like, basically, I seen my cousins always in the studio. I seen them doing music videos. So I was like, dang, I was always studying them at a young age. So me studying them, having somebody to look up to in the music, I said, maybe I could do it myself and run off with it myself. So that's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, and then it kind of just popped off.
Yeah,
from there.
kind of. I just kind of ran off with it and got
Are
better.
you okay? So you're 16 years old. So that means you're a sophomore, junior?
10th right now. I'm in 10th
grade?
Yeah.
So,
but a lot of people don't know I'm homeschooled. They think I dropped out.
Oh yeah,
and,
that's right.
Like,
that's
cause I
right.
say it in my rhymes and stuff, but then my big bros, like my manager, and shout out to my manager Jeezy. My manager Jeezy and my big bro, like, nah, bro, you gotta still be in school. Like, if you're still gonna be making music, we want you to be in school still.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, shout out to my manager for making me go back to school.
Yeah, man. Shout out Latin World Star too, man. They're good people over here. So then, being homeschooled. So where do you fit time to like do music? So do you just do like the first 8 hours of your day like actually educating yourself and then you get into music?
The way my school is kind of ran, it's kind of ran like me. I'm my own person, so I log on whenever I want. You get me? Like I don't have to log on in the morning, or I could log in at nighttime if I want to. Like I could log on like at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning if I want. But usually I try to wake up in the morning, get like 4 or 5 hours in, three to 4 hours at least in the morning. And then by like the afternoon, start making my moves with the music and do what I gotta do.
So whose decision was it for you to be homeschooled? Was it your decision, your mom's decision?
It was actually my mom's decision.
Why?
Because she noticed after middle school, I went to high school for a bit for like 5-6 weeks, but she started noticing I wasn't going. I was ditching. I wasn't really going to school. You know, I wasn't doing my homework, turning in my assignments. I was being a knucklehead. So then she was
Straight
like,
up.
if you're going to be wasting my gas and you're not going to be going to school, then I might as well just watch you. I need somebody to watch you at the house, making sure you're doing your work. So that's what made her want me to go homeschool. And then she started noticing my buzz was going up more. So she said, yeah, we're going to get you homeschooled so you could still stay in school and do what you got to do and take care of your business.
Wow, so she supports like you like rapping too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She knows everything that's going on. She supports me like.
Now, does mom support the lyrics? Because like a couple of the lyrics that you got going on, like you be talking like your mid-20s or something like that,
yeah,
bro.
like me running the streets at a young age, it made me develop quicker, because being that my dad wasn't really around, I had to grow up quicker, seeing a lot of stuff that my brothers had to go through, what we had to go through, so it kind of made me want to man up quicker and take care of her. Like, I noticed that she was always staying up late nights for me. She was losing sleep, and she was getting older on me. So me putting all that pressure on my mom is like, I got to do something that's going to make her happy, something that's going to be beneficial for all of us. So then when she started seeing me go to the studio a little bit more, she started noticing that I was pushing my music.
She was like, oh, you're doing something.
She said, yeah, you're finally doing something. So then that's what kind of motivated her. Like, well, at least I know he's not running the streets or he's not doing nothing. Because her hearing the cop sirens and stuff, she's already thinking like, dang, that's my baby.
She's like triggered by something.
Yeah, so she's already calling me right away like, are you okay? Are you good? So me having all that pressure is like, nah, it's not cool. So I had to be a man about it and step up to the plate. Like, I need to do something with my life.
So then what does she say about your lyrics?
Like in general, like
what does she say about your lyrics?
Like she supports my music and stuff, but she just doesn't like how I express some of the negativity, like she's not supporting me. Like, she knows that I smoke my weed, she knows that I do what I do, but she doesn't support it. So I know that she doesn't support it. So me, as I'm getting older, I'm still trying to better myself on working on what I say or how I say things, but I'm still a kid, so I'm still learning and progressing.
Yeah, you still got some time to develop, man. I think I didn't start cussing until I was about like 15, 16 years old. But then I wouldn't even be around my parents like cussing because they'd look at me crazy like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah. Well, that's basically how she was. Like, when she first heard my cuss word, she was like, oh, so you're rapping like this? And then I like, mom, like some of the fans, like, they like you, So personally, I don't like to rap what I don't really live, Like, everything that's in my lyrics, I really lived it or I'm living, Like, me being in a bad environment and a bad community, that's what made me have to grow up quicker.
Yeah. So what are you talking about in Grimy, man?
Grimy, slimy. Like, basically, Grimy, slimy, that was a catchy hook, So me running the streets at a young age, I seen a lot of grimy things, And I seen a lot of things at a young age, so...
What were you seeing, man?
I don't really want to get into that,
all good.
I don't really want to talk about that, but I was seeing a lot of stuff at a young age, so me being around a lot of older people and seeing a lot of stuff, that kind of made me like, dang, there's a lot of grimy shit out there, so I gotta watch out, make sure nobody does anything grimy to me, so... Me as a person, I could get grimy too, So there's a lot of people that out there that's grimy, so you gotta watch out for them. But me as a person, I could get grimy too. That's why I made grimy, slimy.
Yeah.
Come and try me, cause at the end of the day, just cause I'm not associated with any gangs or anything, I'm still my own man and I'm still me, So at the end of the day, I do this for my loved ones and my fam. I don't do it for anybody else.
Yeah. That's a good thing too, that like you're able to recognize that, because I think what tends to happen is that in some of these areas, especially in Los Angeles, people tend to latch on to like a gang or like, like wherever their hood is from because of like protection and because, they need to stay away from like those grimy instances.
Yeah, and some people were actually like, some people is meant for them, like some people like is for them. So I have a couple homies that are still in it, and shout out to them for sticking to what they're doing and them putting in their work, like making their names up for themselves. But as far as for me, I know I couldn't do it and it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Young Demon, I gotta ask you, bro, why did you come up with that name for yourself, Young Demon? Because first of all, you're not gonna be young forever.
Yeah.
But everybody got their demons.
Yeah, like me, young, because I basically started my empire at a young age, so that's why I stick to young. And then demon is like everything is negative it's all negative around the world, you know. So me being around the negative world, when I hit the studio, everything I get all the anger in me, and
Yeah.
that's when I'm fighting my demons in the studio, because you could tell that I'm saying everything with authority, you know. So
Yeah.
that's why I named myself Young Demon, because when I'm in the studio, it's a whole different me. I'm in my zone.
Yeah. And you're kind of able to like purge out all the negativity that goes on through
Yeah,
the world.
yeah.
I
You get
feel
me?
you, man.
Yeah.
No, and I appreciate that, man. Any particular reason why you have like a worldwide hoodie on? Because you also have like the world on your hat too, and I'm
Well,
thinking
shout
like,
out to my big bro. He actually got his own brand going on. Third World.
okay,
You gonna see me rocking a lot of his merchandise because that's his upcoming brand. So me and my bros, we all got our own little team, you know. So one person might be doing clothing, one person might be studying camera, you know. I have a good team around me, so you never know what they're doing, you know. So me, I try to support all my friends as much as I can. Like if I'm doing an interview, I'm gonna throw on their merchandise and I'm gonna shout
amen
it
to
out,
that.
you know.
So you said it's called Third World.
Yeah, shout out to my
Have
big bro
you-
Ayers, Third World.
Shout out Ayers, man. Have you been to a country outside of the United States?
Not right now.
No?
That's my goal. That's actually my dream, like to travel the world and go worldwide with my music. Cause I just don't want the LA. I don't want the LA sound just to hear me out. I want the worldwide to hear me out.
I
you
hear
know?
you, man. I hear you.
That's what I'm aiming for.
So, you're trying to get people from around the world to listen to your music. One person who's been around the world, like, multiple times, George Lopez, man. And I just saw you were,
shout out
you were
to
just,
my
like,
big
kicking it
bro
with
George
him, bro.
Lopez. Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Actually, it was all from my manager. Shout out to my manager, Latin World Star Jeezy. He made that happen.
Okay.
So he's somehow connected with George Lopez because we have another artist named Bless too. So
Yeah, shout out Jay Bless, man.
Yeah, shout out to my big bro Jay Bless as well. So I was doing the school tours at a moment. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I was doing the school tours. I did like 4 of them before the kids went to summer break.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I did 4 summer school breaks. So they all went crazy. I had my fan base and everything. So I guess Bless, he reached out to me. He was like, yo, bro, I'm really digging what you're doing for this youth. Like, I support you, what you're doing. So somehow he told Jeezy, my big bro Jeezy, my manager, he somehow got connected with him and like, you got to hear this youngster out. Like, look at what he's doing. Like, he started his own school tour. So he told me I motivated them to do that. So when I motivated them to do that, George Lopez seen that on Jay Bless's page because he seen them post that on Latin World Star's page.
Oh, so Bless got the idea from you because I saw Bless just like pulling up to hella high schools,
Yeah,
giving away merch
yeah.
and all that.
Yeah, but shout out to Big Bro. He was the one that told me that we kind of motivated him to do that.
That's
so
what's up.
us motivating him, George Lopez seen what we were doing for the youth and stuff. So then after that, George Lopez hits up manager, and then they invited us to his pool party, his summer bash party.
Yeah.
And me and Bless had went, and sure enough, we networked with the right people. George was there. A lot of people. Big Boy was there.
Yeah, I saw that. What
Shout
was that
out-
conversation like with George Lopez, man?
Basically, Big Bro told me just keep sticking to my dreams and don't let the haters knock me down on whatever I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep pushing through whatever I'm doing, and I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
So that's the best advice he gave me, you know, because I'm not gonna lie. Like sometimes I let the haters still get to me, you know. Like sometimes they might say something, and I'm like, damn. And then it starts bothering me for a while. I start thinking it, and I'm not able to write my music right. So then hearing the older people giving me the advice, like, yo, don't listen to them. Like, you're only 16. You got 21, people 21 and over hating on you on what you're doing. By the time your age, you're going to be fully progressed, you know?
Yeah, exactly,
so,
bro.
Me hearing that out, it's like, okay, like, just keep pushing, and I'm going to keep progressing.
Yeah, because I talk to a lot of artists who are probably around like my age. I'm 26, so I'm 10 years older than you. That's a whole fucking decade, bro.
Yeah.
And so when I have conversations with them, a lot of them say like, yo, I wish I started when I was like 14, 15 years old because like imagine like 10 years worth of experience put onto you like later on. Like everything that you're doing right now, you're going to be so fully experienced with like later on and everything's just going to be
and
a
what's
lot
crazy
easier.
is I still have all my old freestyles. Like when I first came in the game, I still have them, you know, so I'm able to see all my progression that I'm doing. Like I go back to the old ones, like, dang, I came out sounding like
Yeah.
this, and then I go back to the new ones, and then I just keep hearing myself progress each time. So me putting my time and effort into my music, I could see myself progressing each and every day.
Yeah. And also, as like a 16-year-old, you know, like the male brain doesn't fully develop until it's like 30, right?
Yeah.
And so what tends to happen is that I remember when I was 16, bro, like I would let shit get to me so tough, and I would like let that
Yeah.
shit marinate in my head for like weeks on end.
And then sometimes you just let all the anger. It's like, yo, bro, you gotta. That's why.
Bro, I'm telling you, by the time you get my age, you're gonna like shit's gonna happen. You're just like, man, fuck it. Like I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, man, that's exactly how. But what's crazy is now that I got my big bro Bless and my manager Jeezy, they're always giving me good advice. Like, don't let these haters get to you, or
I'm
you
with
just
it.
keep pushing. You know, so
Yeah.
me hearing them out, like you're gonna keep killing your haters with success. They're just mad that it's coming to you too quick and you're progressing.
Is it weird that because you're 16 years old, right, and you go to multiple high schools to like, you know, perform, show up, and whatnot, and then you got instances where you're like kicking it with Big Boy and you're kicking it with George Lopez. Is it
And
difficult
Matt
for you?
Barnes.
You know,
Shout out
and
to
Matt,
Matt
shout out
Barnes.
Matt Barnes too,
Yeah,
bro.
man, big bro. He showed me hella love that
For
day.
real?
Yeah, he tapped in on my Instagram. He was showing me hella love. So shout out to my big bro Matt Barnes.
Shout out Matt Barnes, man.
Yeah, man.
But so like you're hanging around like people who are noticeable people like Big Boy, Matt Barnes, George Lopez,
Mr.
and
Criminal.
you find yourself like in the studio, like, you know, just like doing work. Like, do you feel like you're not having a normal, regular teenage life? Because by the time you like kick it with, let's say, like your friends outside of all that, like it's a totally different world.
Well, to be honest, big bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like me hanging around with celebrities and stuff, it's cool. It's cool. I love networking with them. I love hearing them out and what they do. But me as a youngin, I always told myself I'm gonna stay humble. Like I could have $1 million today, and I could wake up to $1 million, and I'll still be the same person.
I hope you say that 10 years from now, bro.
Yeah, like me, like my friends, like they still hit me up. Like my friends, they'll call me like, "Yo, bro, what are you doing? Can you link up?" Like if I got the time for it, then yeah, I'm gonna link up. But like when I'm booked and stuff, they understand. You know, they know that I'm not pushing them away, or they know that I'm not trying to push them away. You know.
Yeah.
But I manage it, as you could say. I try to manage it, you know, being with my friends and then being with the main celebrities.
Because I guess what I'm getting at is there's an instance of this girl who I interviewed. Her name is JC, and she's from Sacramento. And kind of like the same situation that you're in. She was like doing an anti-bullying tour over in Sacramento. But then what ended up happening was that a lot of people kept on looking at her like, oh, well, you're this famous singer now. And then, you know, she ended up getting bullied because of that.
Everybody thought she was acting Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. And that's kind of why I'm not in a public school right now too, because me having the buzz that I have right now, like everybody knows in my city that I'm an artist and stuff, you know, but I have a lot of hate and it's just a lot of hate, you know, as you could say. So I try to just I try to distance myself from all the negativity, you know, and that's why I'm always with big bro Blaz or my big bro Jeezy, you know, because they keep me with the positive. I try to be in the studio as much as I can.
As much as you can.
Yeah, as much as I can to progress.
So when you're not in the studio and you're not playing basketball, what else does Young Demon do? You play video games or anything?
I play video games, but
what you on?
But like when I'm not in the studio and stuff, I move around. I'm still in the a lot of people think I'm not in the streets and still, but I'm still in the streets, moving smart and low key, you know, as you could say. So I'm still around, but
what does that mean? What does that mean to move around in the streets, smart and low key?
Basically, like I'm still in my city. A lot of people think that I ran off from my city. I'm still in my city. I still move around, but I'm just moving smarter and low key.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what I mean by that.
I got you, bro. I got you. Young Demon, man. So then the 2 records that are out right now, are they attached to a project or anything?
Right now, actually, I got a 14-song album coming out.
Oh, shit,
with Latin
okay.
World Star. Yeah, we got some bangers coming out, and then I got some visuals coming out in the high desert. 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. But if you guys want that, you guys gonna have to run up Net Talking and run up our subscribers first. Yeah. So.
You got a name for the album?
Right now, it's still in the process, but I'm just going with Chapter 1 album right now, but I know I'm going to come up with something better. So right now, I have it up under Chapter 1 album, but I'm going to come up with something better.
Okay. And will Jay Bless be on the album?
Of course.
Of course. Anybody else?
You guys are going to have to find out and wait and see.
Look at that, man. 16-year-old. You already know what the fuck
man.
you doing, man. Young Demon, where could everybody find you in your long-ass Instagram?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Chose Young Demon. On Twitter, I got a Twitter too, but my manager runs all that. Young Demon Co. I believe that's what it is, Young Demon Co. And then on Instagram, Troubles of Young Demon. Easy. Just search up Troubles, D-A, Young Demon, and y'all gonna see me right there.
There you go, man. Nico, Blitz, The Lunch Table, Young Demon. Shout out Latin World Star one more time, man.
Shout out
Jay
to
Bless,
Latin
too.
World Star, Jeezy, and Jay Bless.
We are out, everybody. Peace.
Peace.